Hello again, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Southern States Wrestling Classics. Beau James right here with you this week, and I want to say Merry Christmas to everybody watching wherever you may be around the world. I hope and pray that you're as blessed and as happy as myself and my family is this holiday season. And what a program we got for you here today. Last week we took a look at Christmas Night Star Wars 1999. This week we're going to take a look at two Christmas nights from over the years from Southern States Wrestling. We're going to take a look at 2006 and 2012. But before we get to the big main event of Christmas Night 2006, let's go back a little bit and take a look of what led up to that here in Southern States Wrestling. But long before they ever got to Southern States Wrestling, Bobby Eaton of the Midnight Express, Ricky Morton of the Rock and Roll Express, storied history between the two teams, storied history between the two men. In 2005, Bobby Eaton showed up here in Southern States Wrestling and he set his eyes on his old foe of Ricky Morton. Let's go back and take a look at what happened in a match between Dr. Tom Prichard and Ricky Morton at the Southern States Wrestling 14th anniversary, February 2005. Then we're going to take a look at Thanksgiving night, another big holiday spectacular night. Thanksgiving night 2006, Bobby Eaton, Ricky Morton in a bunkhouse match. And then I'm going to be back here to tell you more about Christmas night 2006.
And continues with a shot there to the upper back, just below the neck. Guess that would be the exuberance protuberance. Prichard now, wrenching headlock, twisting that neck. Not supposed to turn that way, but it is. Referee Mark Foley asking Ricky Morton if he would like to end this assault. He does not. And Tom Prichard continues to work over Ricky Morton. Got that front chin lock on the former tag champion Ricky Morton. Not only, as I mentioned, Ricky Morton, a fantastic tag team competitor we have seen over the years. He is a wonderful singles competitor too. Series of matches with Ric Flair back in the 80s, especially during those wonderful summer tours for the Great American Bash. And Ricky Morton would go toe-to-toe with arguably the greatest wrestler of this generation, Ric Flair, would go 60 minutes with the Nature Boy. Little jawbreaker there by Ricky Morton as he tries to get back into this match. He'll take a close fist shot to the stomach, another one. High knee by Ricky Morton, and Tom Prichard is down. As look who has decided, speak of the devil, to come to the ring. It is beautiful Bobby Eaton. We've talked about him tonight as a roll-up here for Ricky Morton and a 2 count. And here comes Bobby Eaton into the ring and a neck breaker, and we're going to ring the bell. So Bobby Eaton out of nowhere, we saw Ricky Morton get involved in Bobby Eaton's match earlier on, and apparently Bobby Eaton is a little upset at that and decided to return the favor. A big neck breaker on Ricky Morton, and Ricky Morton now getting double teamed. This match is over. Morton will win by disqualification, but Dr. Tom Prichard, and we've got...
Well, so much for the ring introductions. These two guys are going at it in a bunkhouse match, and this is your life for me tonight. Called a match with Alan Austin, called a match with Mike Williams, and now my old broadcast partner, Danny Ray, has put the shirt back on, and boy, we've got a dandy here. Bunkhouse match, Eastern States heavyweight title, Ricky Morton, Bobby Eaton. It don't get no better than this.
It don't get no, you know these guys, by the way, happy Thanksgiving Day, Marty. And you talk about spending Thanksgiving together with your family. These two guys have spent more Thanksgiving days together than any family out there, but they've been beating the snot out of it. I've seen them in scaffold matches, barbed wire matches. Oh my God, cage matches. You could go back, you're a big history buff. The Starcades, the Mid-Souths, the Tennessee,
Old Smoky Mountain.
Old Smoky Mountain, Thanksgiving Thunder. This is just, what a big night for Southern States Wrestling, and I'm glad to be here. I've been out for a little while, slowly coming back in, but what a night to come back. John Noble got his, and Eddie, hey, I'm fired up. I'm back in Kingsport, and I'm here with my main man, Marty Rickard.
Ricky Morton, Bobby Eaton, bunkhouse rules, and they're going at it outside. Ricky Morton runs Bobby Eaton's head into the turnbuckle. Now he rips Bobby Eaton's shirt off, and they're heading this way, Danny. We may have to go for higher ground. Got Bobby Eaton, runs him into the authorized personnel only. That is not an exit, by the way.
That's what I heard.
An alarm system, apparently. Bobby Eaton, who has been rendered shirtless, now going after Ricky Morton. Ricky crashes into the ring post. Hard right hand. Bobby Eaton, Ricky Morton, Rock and Roll Express, Midnight Express. Bobby Eaton has started his career off, I believe, in a tag team with George Goulas, of all people.
Yeah, the Jet said him.
Yeah, boy. Right. Good grief. Wow. I don't think I'd want to mention that to him right now.
No. I think he still owes him money.
Oh, wait a minute. We got powder in the ring. Oh, that's little Martha White self-rising. Are you kidding me? Oh, Bobby Eaton just atomic dropped on the chair. Rob Knight's in the ring. Are you kidding me?
Rob, what's happened to Rob?
That's Jeff Tankersley, for heaven's sake. What's Jeff Tankersley doing here? IRW's Jeff Tankersley has hit the ring, and now he hits Ricky Morton. Bobby Eaton covers him. The referee turns around, 2, 3. IRW strikes again.
Are you kidding me?
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match and still the Eastern States Heavyweight Champion, beautiful Bobby Eaton.
Marty, it took 2 guys to beat. Well, Bobby Eaton's leaving with the Eastern States title belt. Ricky Morton's stuck in the ring, and he don't know what's going on.
Well, I thought the IRW situation with Championship Wrestling and SSW had sort of cooled down, but I got a feeling this is going to be a brand new log on that fire.
You talk about setting it up and getting fired up again. I think this is going to send us through Christmas and then the next New Year. These guys never quit. They'll fight over what color the sun is.
Well, there you go. Winner of the match is Bobby Eaton here on Championship Wrestling.
There's going to be no outside interference such as you, Jeff Tankersley, or the other commissioner. It's just going to be Bobby Eaton and Ricky Morton. And you know the history of the Rock and Roll Express. It's blood, sweat, and tears. Christmas night. Thank you very much.
In the past, it's been cage matches, scaffold matches, another chapter in the storied history, Christmas night, here in Kingsport.
There you saw just some of the history between Bobby Eaton and Ricky Morton here in Southern States Wrestling. And after Thanksgiving night 2006, the main event was set for Christmas night 2006. Ricky Morton made the challenge for Bobby Eaton to get in the ring with him and meet him in a match where nobody could get in, nobody could interfere, and Bobby Eaton could not run away. Ricky went back into his childhood, into his youth of going to the matches with his dad and watching his dad, Paul Morton, referee. And the big match they used to have here in Tennessee to settle the score, the Bullwire Match, where they put wire around the ring. Not sturdy enough for you to climb it, but just sturdy enough to keep you inside and keep everybody outside. We're going to take a fast break here, and when we come back, we're going to show you Bobby Eaton, Ricky Morton with special referee, Handsome Jimmy the Boogie Woogie Man Valiant, Bullwire Match, Christmas night 2006. Now here's a word of where you can see wrestling Christmas night 2017.
Appalachian Mountain Wrestling comes to A.B. Combs Elementary Christmas night, Monday, December 25th at 7:30 p.m. In the main event, AMW title on the line in Coward Waves the Flag match. Stan Sierra with Phil Fair challenges champion Kyle Maggard with WWE Hall of Famer Jimmy the Boogie Woogie Man Valiant in his corner. Stan the Man Lee goes for revenge on his former partner King of the Mountains Beau James with Misty James. The Giant Jake Brake and Lemonjuice Mcgee will be at ringside to make sure no one interferes. The vastly popular Jordan Clearwater battles the mysterious Masked Mega Destroyer. VIP Golden Circle meet and greet tickets on sale now at AMW Facebook. This event is a fundraiser for Buckhorn High School softball. All of this and much more Christmas night at A.B. Combs Elementary School. Make sure you do not miss this.
The winner of the match, the king of Kingsport, handsome Beau James.
There you saw just a couple of minutes of how I spent my Christmas night 2006 battling it out with Tracy Smothers there in the Kingsport National Guard Armory. Historic old building that's no longer there, but we have the memories, we have the videos to show you of what a great venue that was for wrestling, what a great place it was. It was the home of Southern States Wrestling for many years. Now, talking about all the classics and everything going on with getting into the video library of Southern States Wrestling, I want to remind you that very soon in the new year, you will be able to watch many of the big events in the 26-plus year history of Southern States Wrestling on Powerbomb TV. Stay tuned right here to the Facebook of Southern States Wrestling, my Twitter and Facebook. Keep watching us right here on Classics and keep up with Powerbomb.tv for more on that. Now, let's go and take a look. Ricky Morton made the challenge, put the wire up around the ring so Bobby Eaton couldn't run. None of his henchmen could get in there. Let's settle the score. Let's put a referee in the ring that knew both men very well. I'm talking about Jimmy Valiant, WWE Hall of Famer. Let's go back to 2006. Christmas night, Kingsport National Guard Armory. It was a showdown. Ricky Morton against Bobby Eaton.
Hey, what's going on with midnight?
Appalachian Mountain Wrestling comes to A.B. Combs Elementary Christmas night, Monday, December 25th at 7:30 p.m. In the main event, AMW title on the line. In Coward waves the flag match. Stan Sierra with Phil Fair challenges champion Kyle Maggard with WWE Hall of Famer Jimmy the Boogie Woogie Man Valiant in his corner. Stan the Man Lee goes for revenge on his former partner King of the Mountains Beau James with Misty James. The Giant Jake Break and Lemonjuice Mcgee will be at ringside to make sure no one interferes. The vastly popular Jordan Clearwater battles the mysterious Masked Mega Destroyer. VIP Golden Circle meet and greet tickets on sale now at AMW Facebook. This event is a fundraiser for Buckhorn High School softball. All of this and much more Christmas night at A.B. Combs Elementary School. Make sure you do not miss this.
There you saw it, going to be a big night, Christmas night 2017 right there in Combs, Kentucky, just a few minutes from downtown Hazard, Kentucky. Huge night. Make sure you keep up with our sister promotion, AMW. Here on YouTube, you can watch the weekly episodes of AMW TV. Also, follow them on Facebook and Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. Make sure you become a fan of traditional professional wrestling that AMW is sending out there all across the world with their television and live events. Now, I want to answer a few questions here about Southern States Wrestling. Had a few tweets and social media and emails this week. People wanting to know about SSW since they saw the Classic program last week and what's going on with SSW. SSW has never closed down, still running. We do not produce a weekly TV like we did for many years, but we promoted 5 events in 2 different states this past year of 2017. 2018 is going to be our 27th year in operation, and it's going to be my 30th year involved with professional wrestling, and we got some big stuff planned and in store for 2018, so just keep up with me on social media, keep up with us right here on the Classics, and we'll be telling you more about that as it goes. Also want to remind you, Powerbomb.tv going to be carrying many of the big events, and I'm talking about events with Jerry Lawler, Dutch Mantell, Sherry Martell, the Stud Stable, the Rock and Roll Express, Billy Travis, all kinds of star-studded events that came through Southern States Wrestling over the year. You're going to be in the new year, be able to see it right there at Powerbomb.tv. Real excited about this partnership with my old buddy Adam Lash and the good people over there at Powerbomb. And excited to bring you a lot of stuff. Unless you lived in the Mountain Empire, you've never seen it unless you were there live or watched it on local TV here. Lots of big events in store to be shown on Powerbomb TV, so just keep up with them on social media. Keep up with us. We're going to tell you the launch date and everything when we get closer to it into the new year. Now, the early part of the program, we took a look back at Christmas night 2006 with 3. We'll make that 4 with Tom Prichard in one of the early segments. Bobby Eaton, Tom Prichard, Jimmy Valiant, Ricky Morton, 4 legendary names in this part of the world. What I want to do in 2012, there was 2 young men battling it out here for the Southern States title, and Kyle Matthews and Eric Darkstorm. They had a bitter feud from the first day they met each other, and I'm not sure that it was ever settled in their series of matches, and I think somewhere down the line these 2 young men will probably hook up with each other again to make another instant classic. But let's go back to 2012, Christmas night. Dr. Tom Prichard, the special referee, as Eric Darkstorm defends the Southern States title against Kyle Matthews.
All right, bell's gone. It's time for Darkstorm Matthews 3. All the marbles are on the line in this one, if you will, as not only the Southern Heavyweight Championship, but the Southern States Heavyweight Championship is on the line in this contest. Dr. Tom Prichard is your special guest referee for Matthews Darkstorm 3. And I tell you what, fans, this is going to be an epic encounter. You can just feel the electricity. You can feel the excitement right here in Mount Carmel, Tennessee, Christmas night, Star Wars 2012. This is going to be one for the record books, Michael Sutherland.
Well, the last time we were here, I certainly was not expecting Eric Darkstorm to take home the Southern Heavyweight Championship, certainly take it off the waist of Dr. Tom Prichard, that's for sure, but he most certainly did. And, well, as you mentioned, Kyle Darkstorm, number 3 right here in Mount Carmel, but this time a little bit more is at stake, Joe Wheeler. We've got 2 championships on the line. They're laying right here on our broadcast desk. Beautiful titles, the Southern States Heavyweight Championship and the Southern title. Eric Darkstorm, he brought in 2 belts. He may leave with 0. And Kyle Matthews says, hello, glad to know you.
That was respect me now. That was what that was. That was all about the respect that Eric Darkstorm has yet to show Kyle Matthews, and Kyle Matthews has taken him to the limit. Both times that they've met, it's one win. Each guy's one up. This is the rubber match right here, and all the marbles are on the line. And, you know, I can't blame Matthews. He slapped the taste out of Darkstorm's mouth, but he deserved it because he hasn't shown Matthews any respect at all. As Darkstorm now with a big knife edge chop. Oh, yeah. There's a knife edge. And again, Matthews taking it to Eric Darkstorm here. Irish whip across the ring. Darkstorm comes across. High backdrop there as Matthews is in control of the champion. And Dr. Tom doing a very fair job of officiating. Calling for a break right there, Mike.
He just carved his chest up with those knife edge chops. Wow, you could hear that across the street here in Mount Carmel. People over there are wondering, you never know what legends you're going to see, just like we've got in the ring here. Former one half of the Heavenly Bodies, Dr. Tom Prichard. And we've got, as I mentioned before, future stars in the sport of professional wrestling, Kyle Matthews and Eric Darkstorm. And somebody's going to go home with 2 championships tonight. And, hey, could very well be Kyle Matthews. And if he does, he will earn it and he will deserve it because, look at the chest. It's the same color as Eric Darkstorm's singlet, Joe.
Absolutely right. Kyle Matthews has come for a fight tonight, no question about it. The last time these 2 guys were in this building, it took security, it took wrestlers, it took everybody still in the facility to get these guys separated. This has gotten real personal between these 2. Oh, man. And Matthews looks like he caught his head on the concrete floor there as he fell out. I mean, Matthews took a heck of an impact there, and it looked to me like he hit the side of his head on that concrete floor when he tumbled out right there. Dr. Tom Prichard here, keeping it very clean, very official, putting the count to Matthews, keeping Darkstorm back best he can, trying to let his man back into the ring. Darkstorm now has Matthews, sets him up here. Big standing vertical suplex there as Darkstorm now going into work on his smaller opponent, bringing Matthews over and now choking him against that second rope. 5 minutes have expired.
Dr. Tom Prichard doing a very fair job in there as the referee. And, wow, choking him over that bottom rope there. And you've got to believe that this is hard for Dr. Tom Prichard, knowing the animosity between Darkstorm and Prichard. They have had wars on Facebook and Twitter, emails back and forth, some very derogatory text messages that Darkstorm has sent Prichard, and Prichard has done nothing but show him respect ever since August when he made his return back to the Southern States Wrestling area. Prichard saying, hey, you've got a 5 count. If I get to 5, I'm disqualifying your hind end, and I can't say I blame him. Look at this.
Oh.
He's driving those forearms in the side of the face, and Kyle Matthews out here on the outside one more time.
Absolutely vicious forearms and shots there by Darkstorm on Kyle Matthews. And Matthews took a hard shot to the floor once again. That's twice now that Matthews has met that concrete floor, and I mean in a bad way. You know, Tom Prichard, as much as he may want to disqualify Eric Darkstorm, I think at the same time he wants to let this fight go to a certain point, as there's so much on the line, all the gold, all the prestige that is on the line here. And Matthews looks hurt. He looks like he's having a hard time even keeping his balance at this point in time. He's taking a couple of hard shots to the floor. Very well could be throwing his equilibrium off in the inner ear as Darkstorm here continuing to apply a ton of pressure to the head, neck, and shoulders area of Kyle Matthews. But, man, what a fight we've had so far, and what a tremendous night it's been. Christmas night, Star Wars, Southern States Wrestling style, and we got the championship match in the ring.
As my dad would say, he's addled him, and I don't know if that makes any sense to you guys or not, but I bet it makes sense to Kyle Matthews as he caught him with a high crossbody block 1-2. That's the first offensive move he's had in several minutes. Oh, both of them going for a kick, and looks like Kyle Matthews, he didn't land his, but Darkstorm did. We've got a reversal now. Irish whip, duck of the clothesline, and an enziguri kick to the back of the head, and that could spell defeat. 1-2, and only a 2 count. He didn't catch all of it, Joe Wheeler. He actually almost kicked over the top of his head, and that shows the athleticism of Eric Darkstorm. He has been defending these belts all across the southern states, not very often. You know he has a 30-day clause, and he has defended it, I think, twice since he picked up these championships in other states. Obviously come out successful one way or another, and we know how that goes with Eric Darkstorm. He's not above or below breaking some rules, bending of the rules a little bit, I guess you could say, enough to where he doesn't get himself disqualified, and he keeps those belts, takes them home with him every night. And Matthews finally moved out of the way. Prichard, as I said, doing an outstanding job officiating this match. Wow, what a driving blow there.
Oh, Darkstorm caught him right there. Got him with that back kick coming in. Prichard's in, got a cover, and got a 2 count right there. Darkstorm right back in, goes for another cover, and only got a 1.5 on that one as Matthews was able to kick out. Man, I tell you what, Matthews has got a lot more fight in him here. He may be down at the moment, but he's firing back on Eric Darkstorm. Another shot to the midsection. Kyle Matthews, oh my God. That absolutely echoed through the entire building. Be quiet, here we go. Bam, again. I try not to talk when I know a chop like that's coming up, so the fans can get some idea that are viewing this DVD of the impact that we're seeing in this contest. And it looked like Darkstorm may have gone to the eyes there, Mike.
What else was he going to do? He was beating his lungs out of his back there, Joe Wheeler. My God, what chops from Kyle Matthews. And Eric Darkstorm, he may have lacerated him. You can bust the skin, Joe Wheeler, if you hit it hard enough, and it wouldn't surprise me if he hasn't done that on Darkstorm right now. But Matthews, that little thumb to the eye or rake of the eyes was all it took to give Darkstorm the momentum back, and he's got him tied up here like a pretzel. He's got the head hooked with the legs, the arms pulled back. I don't know what you call this, but I know it's devastating.
Definitely. He's applying a ton of pressure to the arms, shoulders, head, and neck area as Darkstorm seems to have him in like a modified leg scissors here. He's applying it to the upper body, but they've made their way into the ropes. Dr. Tom's calling for a break here. Darkstorm was hesitant to break that hold, but both men, back up right there. Kyle Matthews with a jaw jacker driving the top of his head into the jaw of Eric Darkstorm. And, big full head of steam right there. He ran right into that boot of Darkstorm as Matthews, again, down on the canvas, finds himself in a tremendous amount of trouble. Tom Prichard letting these guys go at it here. So much prestige, so much gold is on the line. Matthews with a nice reversal. 2 count only.
Wow, I thought we was going to ring the bell there and crown a new double champion here in Southern States Wrestling, and they just hit head to head right there. Prichard's got to do the 10 count, and you know he doesn't want to have a draw in this match. We've got to have a winner, Joe Wheeler. These guys are tied 1-1, and we've got to see who's going to come out the better man right here.
10 minutes have expired in the contest.
And what a grueling 10 minutes it has been. Look at these guys.
What is Prichard doing? Did Prichard just handed Darkstorm? What in the world is going on here?
Hey, wait a minute. Tom Prichard has been known for this for years. He hooks something over the toe of his boot. I've seen Prichard do. God, what?
Oh my God! Darkstorm just kicked him right in the head with it. Prichard gave him the object. I can't believe this. I can't believe this.
There you saw it, a shocking night, 2012 Christmas night, Mount Carmel, Tennessee. Tom Prichard helping Eric Darkstorm. Want to remind you again, big events like the Christmas night 2012, like the 14th anniversary, like the Thanksgiving 2006 that you've seen highlights of here, those events are going to be shown in full very soon on Powerbomb TV, so just keep looking for it. We're going to launch that very soon into the new year. Right here next week, next Sunday night at KingofKingsport.com and here on YouTube, going to drop a new episode of Southern States Wrestling Classics, and we're going to take a look at the international stars that came here to Southern States Wrestling. We're talking about a tag team from the United Kingdom. We're talking about top-notch wrestler from Australia, another top wrestler from Canada, and a vicious, vicious man from the South Pacific that all competed throughout the years here in Southern States Wrestling. So look for it next Sunday night. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. God bless each and every one of you. Hope to see you at the matches.